Hello, happy Monday. This is Jack Tubbs from the J Team at Realty One in Surprise, Arizona, wishing you a fantastic Monday. Hope you had a fantastic weekend, caught up in your rest, spent some time with friends and family, if not in person, maybe at least on Zoom, or at least FaceTime, whatever it was. Hey, I just have a really quick check-in for you today, and I promise it'll be quick. I know I say that quite a bit, and I end up going on and on. But anyways, one of the things that I'm talking with a friend right now. He's found a major issue with his home, and he's found out a couple things about the coverage that he has on his insurance policy for his home. So my advice for you today is to go and review your policy. Get on the phone with your agent. Make sure that things are covered that need to be, because we're talking about huge things here. Like right now, he's got a plumbing issue that's going to cost thousands of dollars. And right now, his insurance agent is like, well, I'm not sure if you have coverage for that. I don't. Well, it looks like there might be a rider for this. I'm not sure. We're going to have to review, and it's going to take weeks before they're going to honor his claim or tell him whether he's got coverage or not. So my advice for you is to get a hold of your insurance agent, review your policy, make sure that things like plumbing, because we're not just talking about a leaky pipe anywhere. We're also talking about a broken sewer line or a failed septic field or a failed well. We want to make sure that these things are covered, and that because a septic field alone out here in Arizona, if it's not just a regular septic field, if it's an engineered field, you're talking in the upwards of maybe $40,000. If you have a field that's failed and it's got to be replaced, and it's an engineered septic field, you're going to want to make sure that your insurance company covers that. You may put $1,500, $2,500, whatever your deductible is, but you don't have to pay the whole bill, because that is an extreme hit to your budget. That might even put you out of your house if you've got to pay a $40,000 bill to make sure that your house is livable and functional again. So call up your insurance agent. Sit down, go over and talk about all the different coverages. I mean, back when I lived in Michigan, where we have basements, we were in a rainstorm one time where our power got knocked out. The sump pump that pumped water away from the lower levels below our basement to make sure that water didn't intrude into our basement, well, it worked on electricity. With the power knocked out, we had about 3 inches of water in our basement. And not that we had a ton of stuff in there, but we had enough stuff. There was probably about $6,000 or $7,000 worth of damage. Plus, we had to have, we wanted to have the furnace and the hot water heater checked out because they were down in the basement. They both got touched by the water. We were talking probably close to, I want to say $5,000 or $6,000 worth of damage to stuff. We want to make sure that the heating and cooling and hot water was still functional. We want to make sure there wasn't any other damage or any other place that we had looked, maybe where the water intruded other than up from the sump underneath the basement. And it was going to cost us thousands and thousands of dollars. You want to what? I had the premium, the gold, the best, the highest coverage. I was paying a lot of money. They said, well, you don't have coverage for water intrusion into your basement. Because it was a power failure. I mean, had it been a broken water line or just a flood itself, and the sump pump couldn't keep up with it, we cover it. But you know what? Without the power outage, you don't have coverage for that. It ended up costing me, I did everything that I could myself. Some of the things that were ruined in the flood, we didn't replace. So I still spent about $1,500 making sure that everything's fine, that we replaced some of the stuff that had to be replaced, had somebody come out and look at the furnaces, somebody look at the hot water heater, all that kind of stuff. It still cost me about $1,500, which, when I had about a $750 deductible, I could have paid at least just half of that, if not had everything that was destroyed in the flood replaced. So my advice to you, make sure that lightning strikes, hail strikes, wind, make sure any natural disaster that can happen to your home is covered under your homeowner's policy, especially whether there's a power outage or whatever. Make sure that it's covered. And then if you're in a place where you need flood coverage, I know it's expensive, but boy, oh boy, will it be a blessing to you should you suffer a flood and major damage to your home. So please call your insurance agent today. Go and do a review of your coverage. Make sure that what if a saguaro hit, that you have out in the front yard or in the backyard fell against your house and damaged it. Is there coverage for that? Because I've seen it happen, especially with the hot, dry summer we had this time. In my neighborhood alone, I've seen 3 saguaros fall over. Thank the Lord that none of them hit a house. One came close to a car. But you know what? We want to make sure that we have these coverage. So review your and homeowners coverage. Make sure that you are covered from any natural disaster. And yeah, it might kick your insurance up a little bit, but if you ever need it, boy, will it be a blessing that it's there. Okay, that's all I got for you today. This is Jack from the J Team at Realty One in Surprise, Arizona, wishing you a fantastic Monday. Should you have any questions, should you need a referral to an insurance agent, whatever I can do for you, please feel free to call me. You can call me direct at 248-330-7972. That's 248-330-7972. Or you can email me, jack@thejteam.house. That's JACK at THE, the letter J, TEAM.house. Or you can call the office and talk to any members of my team at 623-252-4061. That's 623-252-4061. Hey, once again, this is Jack from the J Team at Realty One in Surprise, Arizona, wishing you a fantastic Monday. And I will see you again tomorrow with something new about the real estate market here in the lovely Valley of Phoenix. Bye-bye.